Hey everybody, it's Ilya Phoenix Wolf and welcome to my Instagram page. I started this page because I started a 200-hour yoga journey to become a yoga teacher. So I'm super excited. And while I do have another Instagram page, that one focuses on, recipes and everything, irritable bowel syndrome and all that stuff, as well as, I've done some motivational videos. But since I started this journey, I really wanted to focus on yoga and the spiritual journey. I wanted that to be a part of it as well. And I have so much to go, so much to learn, but so far I'm loving it a lot. Like it's amazing. Everything that I'm learning so far is super amazing. But I also wanted to just start this, hit the floor running, as they say. And so for the next 46 Sundays, I'm gonna do I'm gonna call Namaste Sundays. So that was inspired by this deck of cards that I got, and it's just called Namaste, 46 stress less cards. So each Sunday, I'm just basically going to take a card and I'm going to read it to you. And, depending on how long the exercise takes, we'll either do it together or I will just tell you what it is and you can do it on your own. So let me read it to you. This is the full deck right here. They're so cute. I love the color. I love everything about it. All right, so I'm just going to take the first card. So this one says, give your mind a treat. Notice how sometimes you crave pizza and ice cream? When your tummy wants something that it loves, you tend to give in and indulge it. Let your mind have a treat as well. Where do your thoughts drift to when you think of happiness? What is it that would put a huge smile on your face? Invoke those thoughts for 8 minutes. Let your mind fantasize. This exercise can release good hormones and have a positive effect on your body. This is really good because I'm a worrier. And with this pandemic, wow. It is just, I mean, if it was at a 5 before, it's even past a 10 on a scale of 1 to 10. And everything is like, I've stayed off of Twitter as much as possible, as far as the news as well, stuff like that. I stay on Instagram because I follow a lot of different things, like yoga or cat videos, dog videos, food stuff, wrestling, things like that. Nothing political news or pandemic wise. I mean, you have to stay informed, of course, but with that, if you already have stress, like maybe an illness of your own or of a family member or work or finances, oh, it's just a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. So when do you calm down, right? So in my case, I'm getting all of that right now. So to give my mind a treat, what do I think of when what do my thoughts think of when I think of happiness? So if we're going to do this, I would sit down like I am right now. And well, I just mentioned dogs, cats. I follow those on Instagram and they give me nothing but pleasure. So, if that's something that you enjoy, you think about a dog video or maybe your pet, maybe you have a pet and, think of the funny times that you've had with that pet. In my case, I would just try to remember the dog videos I've seen, maybe one in particular that I find extremely funny or adorable. But for this particular exercise, I think what I'm going to focus on is probably food. I'm on this yoga journey because I thought this would be really amazing and great, and it will be. But I do have another side to my life, which is food. I went to pastry school, and while it can be bittersweet, because I'm no longer in it due to health reasons, back and neck issues, it doesn't mean that I can't do it. So that is what gives me pleasure. So I take a deep breath, close my eyes, and envision the good moments of going to school, the amazing moments of stepping off to that pastry floor, the floor where all the pastry classes were held, and just remember I can close my eyes and start to smell some of the wonderful pastries that were being baked as I got off on that floor to attend my class. Not only that, but I remember, all the ingredients that we would use, all the amazing smells that would come out of the kitchen because we were baking all those things. So if you close your eyes, depending on what it is, if it's something like this, even your sense of smell starts to get a little awakened, because I'm smelling the apples that we were cooking. I'm smelling the chocolate in the souffle that we baked, not only for class, but also for our midterm, because that was one of our midterm, was souffle and creme anglaise that we made. But it's not only that, it's also cooking in general. I love to cook, and with irritable bowel syndrome, I have had to make a lot of changes. And now, unfortunately, due to stress as well, I have gastritis. So getting a handle on this is extremely important, which is why I started the yoga 200 hour. I knew that I'd be able to help myself and other people, because practicing yoga is so calming, and it gives you kind of like, I don't know, just a burst of energy and happiness as well. So that, coupled with other things that you may do, maybe you like to read. I love using my essential oils, but I also love to cook, and the cooking, just envisioning myself making a new dish, or the sound of the sizzle in the pan when you first put whatever it is that you're sauteing, that just, makes me really excited. Looking at a recipe makes me really excited. But if I think about all those things all at once, there's this immense happiness. And that, if I can focus on that for 8 minutes, which I'll definitely try to do maybe once or twice a week, it fills my heart with so much happiness. I can't even tell you, because the pastry school, the time I spent there, were one of the best moments. Every moment I would really cherish. And getting up to go to school, I would pass by, before I would leave. Even before, you would have to get all your equipment, which was in a duffel bag, a special, not really a duffel bag, but a bag with all your pastry utensils. And every day for about a month before school started, I would just walk by and say, I'm going to become a chef. I'm going to become a chef. And it was the most exciting thing that I could, oh my God, it just comes out of here. And it's really great. And focusing on just that, the good moments that I had, is very soothing. And I can feel it. I can feel it's very soothing, and I'm not focusing on what happened afterwards and the fact that I'm not there. You can't do that, because that will negate the happy thoughts, and I think a lot of us tend to do that. Myself, number one, I do that a lot. So by focusing on the good, I'm really just, it gets me excited and more inspired to just get in the kitchen and bake again, bake the stuff that I made, which I was able to do, and I did it well, because sometimes in life as well, if you stop doing something, or maybe you want to do something, you just there's that other voice that says, yeah, you can't do that, you're not capable, or you're listening to the voices of other people that put you down, brought you down, and all that. And that's got to go. It definitely has to go. So focus on something special to you, something that makes you happy, a hobby, a painting, a book, a movie, something that'll really put a smile on your face, that has inspired you in the past, the good moments with your family, maybe Christmas moments, maybe Thanksgiving moments, something that you can focus on for 8 minutes to really, and that'll really bring your stress levels down, and you'll be able to breathe, because that's another thing with a lot of stress. You're not breathing properly. And I have found that a lot, to the point where I started coughing during the pandemic. So I thought I had that, and I wasn't that at all. It was extreme severe stress from breathing so erratic and having these panic attacks that I couldn't control. But exercises like this will definitely help me now and in the long term, as well as meditation. So that was this one. I hope you can do this on your own time, just 8 minutes. Put a timer, even 10 minutes if you want. If you want to go longer, that's totally fine. If you can't sit for 8 minutes, try 5. I guarantee you can do 5 minutes, but definitely do something so that you can bring your stress levels down. and really just learn to embrace the moment and live in the now. It's all we can do right now. It's the best we can do, and I know you can do it because I'm definitely trying. So I hope you liked this one, and I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. I'm going to check in with you guys next Sunday for another Namaste Sunday. Namaste.